A kind of advanced strategy as far as this masked caper event is going. More specifically, the lucid dreams aspect of this event. First and foremost, y'all are doing a phenomenal job so far with points. Um, this one is going to be dependent on the physical raids itself. So with that being said, I just want to go over some, kind of more advanced strategies and something I think we should be employing. Talk to the Alliance leadership, and everyone is on board. So really with this one, it's just kind of about cooperation from the other members. And the basic idea behind this is going to be geared more towards people that do not have a very strong masked caper raid team, such as myself and any of the other lower powered members. And the idea behind this strategy is that it is going to get us the maximum amount of points. So hopefully we can finish this part of the campaign rather sooner than later, and then we can kind of just go back to normal progression through our raids. So kind of what this strategy is going to entail. If you look here, I do still have quite a bit of raid energy. This was purposeful on my part. If you do notice, I am on mini call right now, and my concept behind this is going to be is once we do hit the 60% mark, what you're going to want to do is going forward, if you have any nodes left, just kind of go in with full masked caper teams. So my normal raid team is masked capers. Um, but they can only clear so much. So what I'm going to do at this point is I now want to maximize my points. So I am going to get rid of my primary raid team, and I am going to go in and select the Mass Caper trait. You'll see my main raid team is going to pop up, but what I'm going to do, I am going to try to progress a little bit further, but in the interim, what I'm going to do is I want to get all the points I can possibly get from this raid. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with any Masked Caper team, a full team that I have, and I'm just going to pretty much go in there and auto it and pretty much let it wipe. Now, two things behind this. I mean, obviously, you are not going to probably make a dent in the raid nodes, but most importantly, is we're actually going to get points for the event. And aside from the points from the event, this specific lucid dreams part, there are quite a bit of antivenom shards, but also the more important aspect of it is that there are the fright light orb fragments. And if we complete that milestone in its entirety, it will get us 5 orb pulls. So the reason I'm saying it's okay to go in there and wipe with a team, if you look here in the scoring, it's win or lose. So for losing that fight right there, I had a full team, times that by 7, we're looking at 35 points plus 2. So I was able to get 37 points just from that team wiping. So you look, I'm at 251. I'm going to go in and do the same thing. And this is going to kind of depend on the size of your roster. If you have a larger Masked Caper roster, you might be able to do more of these fights. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here and wipe out all of my Masked Capers. Once all of my Masked Capers are wiped, I will then go back to my normal raid team and just try to progress. You still are going to get points for completing raid nodes. If you do win. It's just if you're not using any Masked Caper team members, you're only going to be getting 2 points. Now, if you are using a powered Masked Caper team that can actually clear nodes, just keep going as per normal. This strategy is really just going to come into play if you are not using a full Masked Caper team, and once the Alliance hits 60%, and we are getting those very valuable raid resources, this is just going to help us progress through this event all the faster. So I'm just going to go in here with my last Masked Caper team. I'm going to wipe one more time, and then the rest of my Ultimus raid, I'm just going to go in and do it as per normal. So, just from wiping essentially, 3 times, I was able to get quite a bit of points for the Alliance. Um, And so, if you're looking at that, we were able to do 35 for two of the full raids, and then one of them I only had four members, so that will only be 28. And then we did, three raid fights, which will get us 6 points. So just from that quick 30-second wipe, I was able to get 104 points for the Alliance towards this Masked Caper Lucid Dream part of the event. So if you look here, boom, I'm already at 318. Now that I've gone in and I've wiped all of my Masked Capers, I'm going to go back to just pretty much status quo. For me, it is I am currently using a Masked Caper team as my raid team, but this way I've ensured that I have gotten the Alliance an additional 104 points. And I mean, even if you only have two full Masked Caper teams that you can go in and wipe, it is still quite a bit of points. So I believe everyone should be employing the strategy. We can do this for both um, the Ultimus raids as well as the Greek raids. So we did just actually hit 60% on the Greek raid. So after I do kind of a normal fight, I'll go in and show you my strategy with that. At this point, with the Greek raid, I would say you can actually just kind of go in and just pretty much take any node that you can use the most amount of masked capers on. At this point, I don't think we should be focused on getting 100% for the raids. I think it's much more valuable for us as an alliance if we do get AntiVenom unlocked. As I have said, both in my AntiVenom videos as well as on Discord, AntiVenom as well as the symbiotes are just going to make an amazing raid team, and I truly believe it's a team everyone should be focusing on right now. And if we are able to complete this raid milestone event, the Lucid Dreams, we can go back to then focusing more on progression. So right now, I would say we have kind of a shift in strategy, but basically fight in the raids as you normally would, keeping your raid lanes until you get to 60% on the raid. Once we get to 60% on the raid, at that point, your strategy should then be to go through and fight with all of your masked capers. Once all of your masked capers have wiped, then just go back ahead and go back to kind of normal style raiding. Because again, we still do get points for fighting in raid battles. For a group of players that does have a either strong masked caper team, such as myself. They're not super strong, but they're pretty decent. Once you wipe your kind of trash masked capers, go ahead and go back to your masked caper raid team. For everyone else, just kind of go back to your normal raid team and fight just kind of as normal. And I'm just going to kind of, back this up with the alpha raid, which I'm going to do that real fast as well. But so now going throughout the rest of the day, any raid energy I have, I'll kind of do my normal raid fights and just kind of treat it like a normal raid. But just so you see, I mean, I think I started this fight. I was kind of, I want to say, around 200 points or so, and just from, about not even 10 minutes of fighting, I've jumped almost doubled that. So just kind of reinforce, looking at the alpha raid now, we are at 61%. So I am going to look at available nodes, and I'll look at a cosmic node and see who I have as far as masked capers. Keep in mind I'm going to try to avoid using my actual raid team. So if I look here, I only have these three characters, so I don't really want to do that. I might look at another lane. All right, so for a city lane, let me see who I have as far as masked capers. Now with the Greek raids, it's going to be a little harder just because of the traits. So I can do this team of 5. The only thing is that that's going to then lock me into this area. So what I'll do is I'll probably just go in with my normal team. So it's really just going to kind of depend on where you are as far as in this section. But the basic idea, it'll be a lot easier on the Ultimus raids, but for the Greek raids, just try to use any masked capers you can. If you're doubling up, at this point, it's okay. Um, After the 60% mark. In the alpha raids, prior to the 60% mark, try to stay in your individual lanes. After that, we'll kind of just treat it kind of free for all ish. Because again, that priority is going to be to finish that Lucid Dreams milestone. So just to kind of recap, and kind of just tie everything together. With the Lucid Dreams event, we have essentially 9 more days to finish it. The best way we are going to finish it is by using masked capers in our raids. I don't believe it's good to go down in a raid level just because 10 days of diminished rewards is really going to kind of hurt us as far as our natural progression. So to kind of combat that and still give us the maximum opportunity to complete this event, what we're going to do, we're going to raid as normal till we hit 60% in our raids. Once we hit 60%, and we will give you guys kind of a shout out in Discord saying, okay, everyone, it's now time to kamikaze, suicide your mass capers, whatever you want to call it. At that point, go in and any mass caper teams you can use, go ahead and use them. Once those mass caper teams are, all used up, then just go ahead and go back to your normal rating. Once we finish this event, we will just go back to standard rating. So if you guys have any questions about this strategy, or any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to reach out to either myself or any of the other Alliance leadership. You can reach out to me on Discord at Khaleesi, in-game at either Minicall, Dracarys, or Khaleesi. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I will make some additional videos if you guys have any additional questions about the AntiVenom event, or if you just want to see any content in particular, feel free to let me know. Good luck, everyone, unlocking AntiVenom. Hope you're having a great day, and thank you so much for watching.